Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Learning with Jelly. So, today we're on lesson 6 in the first module, and we're going to be talking about how you can actually fork and clone down a repository or projects in GitHub. So, all of the coding notebooks and future modules are going to be stored on GitHub. So, this tutorial is going to help you get access to those. So we are going to talk about what exactly is forking, and then we're going to clone a repo through a demonstration. So what do we mean first when we talk about cloning? So cloning is going to create a local copy of a project onto your computer, and then you can work on that copy. It's going to be linked to the original project. So be mindful of this. And this is going to make sense in future lessons. If it's linked to the original repo, you don't want to change the master. Okay. You want to make sure if you're making any changes, you want to actually push it to your own account and never change the master. As of fall 2021, GitHub requires a username and a personal access token needed to clone down certain repos. So I highly recommend that you get a personal access token within GitHub. When we talk about two main commands, pull and push, when you want to pull down a project to your local device, that is going to be a git pull. And when you make changes and want to send your changes right back up to the cloud, that's going to be push. And make sure that you're pushing to your repo unless you mean to push to the original repo or project and you have permission to do so. So forking is just going to make a copy of a repo onto your own GitHub account. Okay. It's not linked to the original repo. So it allows you to experiment with open source projects. You can't change the original repo unless you get put in a request to do so. And you can interact with the fork via GitHub, so there's no need for git commands. So for simplicity purposes, we're actually going to be doing forking, okay? Okay, so now let's actually demonstrate this. So I'm going to have a link in the description below of the GitHub project. And right now you see that I have 3 modules up here that you may want to follow along with. So the first thing that you can do if you wanted to fork, you can click fork here, and it's going to make a copy of my repo onto your own GitHub account. So make sure you sign up for GitHub, and then you're able to create this fork. Okay. And it's going to copy everything that I have onto your GitHub account so you can have access to it. Another thing that you can do, and this gives you directions here about how to fork the repo, clone down your fork to your local computer, and then once you're able to make notes, how to get add, get commit, and get push. Okay. So in this case, if I wanted to get clone, I would hit this green down, copy this URL, open up any terminal I have. For some of you, is git bash or just the command prompt. And within this, I can just go ahead and I'm just going to do a control L to clear my screen. Let's go ahead and plus this to make it bigger. I can do a git clone, copy that URL, and it's going to come directly to my computer. So then I will have a folder inside of my regular user. So this is going to be on my computer underneath users Angelica. So if you wanted to actually clone this inside of your documents folder, the first thing that you would want to do is change your directory to your documents. So CD documents. Now we're in documents. And then here we can do a git clone with that URL, and it's going to copy this right there. And you're going to have a folder called Learning with Jelly that you're able to have access to all of the notebooks. So Git and GitHub can get very, very complicated. So we're not going to go too far in depth for this module. This is just a way to allow you to actually interact with the project notebooks as I walk you through them. So thank you so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.